Hi, Pisces. Let's continue your story. So, I just posted something interesting on my stories, which I believe is significant for this reading. So, thank you. Sorry, I can't remember the creator, but I'm grateful. Yeah, so, something is a wish fulfillment. I'm thinking of this post that's on my stories about, heart, lungs, pericardium, grief, and Pisces. The story starts with spirit pointing to whether not wanting to see something or being blinded. And then during our last post or episode, I talked about that it was okay to see. So someone was sort of hiding their eyes. It's okay to see. And I'm jumping ahead here. And you may actually be seeing something that was impulsively, whether it's impulsively or passionately taken. Something may have been taken to protect a mother, or a Taurus is significant, or literally, if you take it a deeper way, someone was impulsive, they stole. A Taurus may be significant, whether they stole from a Taurus or a Taurus stole something. 122 may be significant, but this is this energy of masks coming off, seeing seeing the balance between. I think she says liver governs the eyes, and anger. Anger, I think, in quotes, anger held too long can blind us. So there's a balance of grief and anger related to heartbreak here that is significant. So let's continue on. So, Pisces, we talked about whether you're creating something, you're gifted, you may be moving from a craggy, sort of rocky wasteland, and you may have observed that there's a lot of beauty in rocks, and that all the different colors. May have explored negative thoughts, automatic negative thoughts, and there's learning that's being offered here today. This could be, or could be, coming from a fire sign, whether it's the learning I just shared with you from another. This could be a younger Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but there's something being offered related to learning here. And I think it'll allow, like, for a liftoff. I love it. It'll allow for a liftoff. Yeah, flying above a maze, whether it's a maze of your own thoughts. There's some moving to calmer water here, but it requires you to accept, to not be blinded. Sometimes it's painful to see things as they are. And wow, like, so fascinating, especially for me and my process, which maybe I'll talk a little bit more about my personal process with that with subscribers. But how we protect ourselves, how we protect our hearts, and how the body is innately wise, and what it does to protect us from grief and heartbreak. So, but it's safe to see. Okay. It's not always easy to see things as they are, but it's safe for you to see now. And something is being comforted and just encouraged that it's okay. It's safe to see again. So let's continue on. And we're back to this idea of giving up. Giving up something, whether you're giving up, which allows peace, or actually giving up some information. Again, this could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy about something that was impulsively taken. Yeah, it's a risk. It's a huge risk here. 404. We've got some lawn people mowing. So bear with me. Yeah, to see what happens. But this giving up allows for peace within a peace offering, something shining a light, karma. If you're seven of wands, seven of swords, all over the place here today. Again, something about it could have been in a white lie. Seven of swords energy, take it as it resonates, protecting or deception, whether it's at the self or actually taking. It feels like something was stolen. I keep going back to that. I lost my thread. It's the lawn mowing, something being cut, but there's peace here. Something is shining a light on this, and something is at a gut level. Like you're going to feel this in the gut. It could be today, giving up something. And this may be, you may be used to sacrificing yourself, or like just giving away everything, giving yourself away. Is this going to be really foreign? A feminine may be significant with this, like just giving it all away and sacrificing yourself for something really toxic. Meanwhile, the masculine energy, which we talked about here, let me pause there for the masculine energy. We'll get to that. But there is a revisiting, and the direction has to do with the heart. So revisiting something at the heart level, there's a need for rest, a restoration, reflection on seeds that were planted, things that maybe were beaten out of you, whether it was your sight. We talked about left-handedness, betrayal, heartbreak. There's been this opportunity to go within and to learn about the light within, how you want to share that with the world, and then how to stabilize yourself. But you may be exhausted. But you've made a lot of progress. Tell me about this direction. Hearing the song Iris, home. So you know what's home, what's authentically home. I have a reading coming soon. I believe it's a relationship reading. Something is home. Someone is just, there's parties of three, whether it's work, friendships, could be interfering underlying with home. There's a lot of different energies like pulling at you. Tell me about the feminine. We have a cardinal that just popped in. Cardinals may be signs for you. Cardinal, the feminine, there's a path. There are torches leading the way. There's a rapid incoming message about hope, about a shift. There's a tower moment for the feminine. Something, I'm hearing shape shifting, but also shifting the map. It's a wish fulfillment. Related to what you're passionate about. The feminine is planning an exit. So we had that with Radiohead yesterday. An exit plan. The masculine is trying to re-enter something that perhaps is it's just taken over an entire system. It's just noxious, right? Something shifts for the feminine, a major map shifting, moving may be significant. Tell me about this masculine. We have Scorpio energy. Someone trying to gain re-entry through a battle of some sort. They could be trying, whether it was a commitment, marriage, or battling traditions. There's some details coming out, some clarity for the masculine energy. So there's a death and a rebirth. And they may be fighting tradition. And something's going to become clear. There may be a new perspective. I'm getting, again, Pisces energy, hanged man. A pause, a reflection allows for clarity. Because they're not really on this boat yet. But there's this immature boyish way, if we're going to say that, okay? Take the energy as masculine. Something lacks maturity and sophistication. So the masculine may be toying with, am I going to board this boat? It feels like, and again, because it's re-entry of boyish, immature, lack of sophistication, and it just spreads. Like once you allow that energy in, it just spreads. It's a spreading. It's invasive. Once you let that energy in, it just spreads. It's like the plague. Tell me more about that. It's defeat with this. There's witnesses, watchers related to. So there's an ending. There's a defeat with this The outcome is unknown here, but there's an ending. But if the masculine chooses this, it's back to that energy of cleaning house again. Thank you for reaching out. Someone reached out to me and said, you inspired me to clean my baseboards. I'm so glad. I don't know what I said. I don't remember, but which, you know, I was cleaning baseboards yesterday too. So I think it's something you want to keep up with, because it gets really sneaky. Next thing you know, you have to repaint them because they're like very dirty. So good job. It's a tricky energy. With this idea of something in, it's like joining forces again. Maybe this energy stole something from you. They took something from you. And you're turning a blind eye to someone that took something from you. It was like impulsive. You gave up yourself. You gave up your peace, like this is like a palm heel, but a lighthouse is like it destroyed your peace. You sacrificed yourself for something that stole from you. There was defeat here. I had a thread, I lost it. Like, are you gonna get on this boat again? Like, this is literally something, it's been banned for some reason. I don't know. Let's go. We're going to see how that plays out more. Tell me about this karma. So this wisdom comes with a price. And I did do... Sometimes I'm going to mention subscribers. On this platform in particular, I'm still waiting. We'll see what happens. But there is something about a pearl today that is significant. Forged, something forged. And it's been like a one ring circus. And maybe this is lifting, but this, well, there is wisdom. There is wisdom through a trial, like a trial. Like things that seem easy, like people are like, oh, well, they're just lucky, or well, I have to go down this route again, but I do, but oh, good grief. People have to have open ears though. But again, coveting, wishing you had something, it comes again with judgment, comes with a price. But there's some type of completion here. Is there an insolent nature? It feels like it's taking me to a movie, but I don't know which movie. Again, cleaning house. Insolence. Maybe of insolence. I need to find out more about that. But for I'll have more. Sorry about the saying the vacuum, but the lawnmower. Let's do some romance angels, and I'm going to wrap this this reading up. Trust. There's a need to trust. Ask for angelic help. We all have an angel. Have faith. This is true love here. Like something that has your back. It's the romance of a lifetime. The engagement may be significant. All right, let's do, what would the feminine say to the masculine? With a 1441, what would the feminine say to the masculine? I want to tell you how I feel. Where's the feminine? I look for you everywhere. What would the masculine say to the feminine? Finding out the truth about something killed them or crushed them. Yeah, so maybe this was an energy that is terribly hurt by details of something. And then I don't react when people mention you. They may be waiting for a sign from you. So, all right, I think that's a good place to wrap up this version. I may continue on in other areas, so you may want to look out for that. You know where else to find me. But thank you for watching, Pisces. Please remember to subscribe and like, and I'll see you all soon. Bye now.